We didn't get it done defensively. We didn't get it done on the boards. Our offense was uneven and inconsistent, and we didn't shoot well. And so big concern for me is the defense in the second half and the rebounding. Defense and rebounding is so important to every team's offensive opportunity and efficiency, and we're not good.
It just seemed like these guys have certainly had more energy on other days, but just what seemed like it was missing tonight?
Listen, we just, we didn't play with the kind of urgency from start to finish that we needed to have. As simple as that. And we talked a lot about their trade, how they played 2 nights ago. They're clearly a team that's energized, and we needed to match that, and we didn't.
And obviously on top of that, the shooting issues. I guess when you say uneven, what did you feel like was uneven about the offense? What kind of just wasn't necessarily?
We had some good opportunities that we missed. We had some where we didn't have a high turnover number, but we had a lot of wasted possessions where it resulted in a shot that wasn't a great shot or a shot that got blocked. So it doesn't go down as a turnover. It's just so I don't know. I'd have to look at the whole thing from start to finish to give you every detail of it, but. They're a team that was energized, and we needed to be more energized.
It seemed like Andrew and Aaron in particular at least tried to give you guys a spark on several occasions. It seemed like those were the guys.
Well, that's why they're starting.
Right.
It's because those guys always give effort unconditionally, and so look, a lot of guys tried, but we just weren't good enough. I don't know what else to tell you. I'll take a lot of the blame. I didn't have them ready enough to play this game, so that's on me. But when you're going from a team that's a lottery team, and you're working to become a playoff team, you've got to learn to be killers, and we didn't have that killer edge tonight, and Charlotte's an opportunistic team. The last 2 games, played their butts off, and they've created some excitement here. So give them credit, but more than anything, we got to learn from this. We got a lot of games left, but we can't afford to waste games either. So. We've got to look in the mirror, own it, and do better on Wednesday.
Last one. What you just mentioned that I thought was interesting about that you got to become killers. What's that process like? You've certainly seen that.
Well, the process. Unfortunately, the process involves nights like this, and it's no fun. Most positive growth comes from failure, and so, but we got to learn from it. We got to turn it into a positive somehow. And look, Toronto is going to be a beast of a game. They're always tough to play there. It's a wild place, so we're going to have to be on and always on. And really, let's be honest, with what we're trying to do, we should never not be on in terms of our edge, our competitiveness, going after the ball. With as well as we rebounded against New York, to come in here and lose the boards by 12 or 14, that's just, we can't allow that to happen as an entire group. And so, it's got to be a lesson learned.
We got to be better in these games. We got to win these games. We got to come out with a better mindset. it's a bad one to drop, but we'll learn from it and move forward. Got another one in 2 days.
You guys have obviously, it's been a while since you had one of these, I guess. What keeps cropping up here?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, it's been a while since you had these early in the season when you had some games that you should have won.
Yeah.
And I guess what came back here, I guess, that you hadn't maybe had in a while?
I guess you're right. It's been a little while. We've been playing well. I guess you could say we got comfortable. And we just got to have a competitive edge at all times. And that's something, as a younger group striving to be a playoff team, something we got to learn, something we got to grow through, and we will.
Were you hoping, I guess, when you got the dunk on Richards that it was going to spark it, I guess? I mean, tell me about that play first off, and were you hoping that was going to be the momentum play?
I mean, yeah, hopefully it plays like that, our momentum plays. Unfortunately, it didn't carry us through. But I just dunked it out of necessity. He's a good shot blocker.
Sure.
If I laid it up, probably would have sent it to the third row.
Right, exactly.
There's no excuses, man. I mean, this is this isn't the first time this has happened this season. It starts with me and as a leader of this team and down. I mean, our defense just wasn't there tonight. I wasn't very good defensively tonight. I'll take that on the chin. But I think as a whole, going into All-Star break, these games matter. You know what I mean? We had to have the right approach to that. And I don't think that was I don't think we had the right mindset tonight.
It's been a while since you had one of these. We talked a lot about this early in the season, November, December. Certainly there was a couple of those coming off of Vegas, but it seemed like you guys hadn't necessarily had an outing like this in a while, even though you lost some games. I guess what came back? I guess what were some things, bad signs that you saw tonight that maybe you haven't seen in a while?
Our communication wasn't there. I think that the biggest thing for us is we know we can score. We've showed that all season long, but if we don't guard, we're really hurting our chances. And some things were addressed after the game. We all got together and we spoke. Without the coaches, just talked it out. And I think we're headed in the right direction, but we have to execute on it as opposed to talk about it.
Was that, I guess, the biggest thing? I think they shot 65% in the second half. Is that the biggest thing that you saw break down? Was communication stuff leading to layups, I guess? Is that the biggest thing, or is there more to it?
Yeah, just like I said, I think defensively as a whole, it wasn't a good night for us.
You've played the Charlotte team before, and now they look completely different, obviously, as 5 new guys. I mean, did you notice that, like, there was a little bit different energy? Their bench is obviously stronger, too.
I mean, yeah, anytime you play a team and they're trying to figure it out, when things go well, the energy shifts a little bit, especially in their home building. So they had some guys make some big plays for them, but it still doesn't excuse, our effort tonight.
I mean, at some point as a group, we got to grow up. I got to play better. We just got to play better top to bottom. I think we just got to mature as a group. We got to win these games. But we got one more game before All-Star break, so I want to approach it the right way.
What did you see break down just defensively? I think they shot 65% in the second half. It seemed like they were able to get the rim a lot. Is it just communication stuff, or just what kind of?
All the above. Yeah.
Did you see this one coming, or was there something that explains just where tonight came from?
No, I mean, we just didn't play up to our level, our expectation as a group. And like I said, we got to grow up, and we got to be better if we're serious about winning.
So they look like a different Charlotte team than you've seen a few, I guess it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
With 5 new guys, it looked like they've been playing the last couple nights with better energy.
Yeah, trade deadline helps. Adding all that shooting. They made a lot of tough twos tonight. I felt like, but they look like they're playing with some energy. Seth obviously adds a lot, and Trey. I mean, they definitely look good.
I think one thing Greg said was that that's the next step for you guys is become killers. Like that was the word he used. What do you think that is required for that next step to become a team like that, a team that operates like that?
It starts with me. I just got to be better in these games. Our first group's got to do a better job of starting games. I mean, it's like the 3rd or 4th game in a row, it feels like, where there's been a timeout in the first 2 minutes based on how we're playing. So it starts with me. I'm going to trickle down. But, yeah, I got to be better.